Hey everyone, and welcome to day 11 of my horror movie review marathon, and I've got your Fright Night 1985 movie review. A teenage boy believes that his next door neighbor is a vampire, but can that be true? As far as the story goes, directed by Tom Holland, and no, I don't mean the latest Spider-Man actor, but this movie has this horror-loving boy in for a real scare when he suspects his mysterious neighbor is out killing people as a vampire, and he goes crazy just thinking about it, and he's trying to find out answers, and he's recruiting his friends to help him because nobody clearly believes him. Now, I actually saw the remake to this, which starred Colin Farrell, before seeing this, and I don't actually remember how I felt about the remake, but this one I feel like was a pretty decent film, and even for its time, I still feel like it holds true to being quite scary because of what's going on. I mean, it's a very 80s type of film, and I think story-wise, it's, not a complicated plot, and that's what I actually loved about this movie. As far as the casting goes, you've got William Ragsdale, who plays Charlie Brewster, who is this teenager who's got a girlfriend. He's got a mysterious neighbor. He's got a mom that he clearly doesn't want to, get involved in this situation, which is probably why you don't see her in this movie as much, but I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, he was a decent actor in this movie, and I mean, there wasn't really anything bad about his character because who wouldn't be frantic about what was going on about vampires, because really, do they actually exist? Which is where Chris Sarandon comes in, who plays Jerry, and he was actually like kind of hot in this movie, and there's a few scenes in here where that definitely rings true, and he's also scary, especially when he puts on that vampire makeup and the prosthetics and all that stuff, and it gets pretty creepy. Not like Buffy the Vampire Slayer creepy, but somewhere along those lines. And then you've got Roddy McDowall, who plays Peter Vincent, who's this guy who Charlie looks up to, talking about scary stuff called Fright Night, and that's basically where the name of the movie comes from. And then you've got Amanda Bierce, who plays Amy, and she gets very vulnerable, and she definitely changes a lot in this movie, which I love. So the acting overall, I thought, was pretty good, except for maybe that one guy friend of theirs who not impressed me with something that happens to him later on in the film. So as far as the things that I liked about this movie, like I said, it was scary. There are parts that are gruesome and not really hard to watch, but it's just something that you do not expect to see in a movie like this, and you expect it to be full-blown bloody madness because of vampire stuff and shenanigans. So I would say that this movie got pretty creepy. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, there were some scenes close to the end that I found to be really silly and kind of campy in a way, but I didn't try to let it bother me too much. But I mean, it's like one of those things that I was just like, was that really necessary? Even the fact that I was able to predict, by looking at this one shot in the film, I was able to predict exactly what was going to happen a few minutes later. Overall, I would say that Fright Night was a pretty good film, and I don't know if I would see it again, but I would still recommend seeing this movie to anyone who hasn't seen this, or anybody who has seen the remake before this. Definitely should have checked this out first. So I would give this 3.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Fright Night 1985, and come back tomorrow for day 12 of my horror movie review marathon. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, coming every week for a Trial Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.